Finding the right dog trainer, it can honestly change everything for you and your dog. So today, we're going to walk through how you can find a really great one right here in Ashland City.
You know, the end goal is pretty simple, right? It's all about having a happy, well-behaved buddy that you can take anywhere with confidence, and the right training is what gets you there.
All right, so first things first, let's talk about what owning a dog in our community really looks like. Just picture it. You're taking those beautiful walks along the Cumberland River, maybe visiting River Bluff Park, or just running errands at the local spots on Highway 12. You know, in a quiet, friendly community like ours, having a dog that's calm and well-mannered just makes all of those moments so much more enjoyable, for you and for everyone else.
Okay, so before you jump on Google and start searching for trainers, the very first thing you need to do is get clear on exactly what you're looking for.
So, ask yourself, what's the main goal here? Are you just looking for some good old-fashioned family dog training, or are you trying to work on a specific behavior? Maybe you've got your eye on something like agility or competition training. Knowing what you want to achieve is absolutely the most important first step.
And then, how do you actually want to do the training? You've got options. Private lessons. They're fantastic for that focused one-on-one attention. Group classes are awesome for working around other dogs. And then you have things like board and train for more intensive help, or even day training if your schedule is packed. The best fit really comes down to your life and your dog's personality.
So let's get specific. What are the actual skills you want to work on? Is your dog pulling on the leash like crazy? Are you just starting out with a brand new puppy? Or maybe you really want to nail that come when called command. Pinpointing your main priority will help you find a trainer who really specializes in that area.
All right, so you know what you need. Now comes the big part. How do you tell a great trainer from just, well, anyone else?
Okay, one of the biggest things you'll want to hear a trainer talk about is positive reinforcement. It's a modern, science-backed approach that's all about using rewards, treats, praise, a favorite toy, to encourage the behaviors you want to see. It's not just effective, it's also humane, and honestly, it does wonders for building trust and a strong bond with your dog.
So you're looking at a trainer's website and you see this alphabet soup after their name. What on earth do all those letters actually mean?
Well, those letters are certifications, and they're a pretty good sign. They show that a trainer has actually passed tests and is serious about keeping up with their education. For everyday training skills, something like CPDTK is a really common one you'll see. But if you're dealing with tougher stuff like serious fear or aggression, you'll want to look for more specialized credentials, like an IABC-DBC or a CBC-FE-K. Okay, you've done your research, you found a few potential trainers. Now it's time to actually talk to them. And you definitely want to go into that conversation with a few key questions ready to go.
Think of this as your little interview checklist. First up, ask about their methods. Make sure they're all about that positive reinforcement we talked about. A great trainer won't have a cookie-cutter approach. They'll talk about building a custom plan just for your dog. You'll also want to be clear on how you're going to measure progress. And of course, get all the details on cost, any travel fees, and cancellation policies up front. Oh, and a really important one, ask what you'll need to practice between sessions. Your homework is a huge part of making it all stick.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty now. The different formats for training, what you can expect to pay, and what happens next. So, private lessons or group classes, which one is right for you? Well, private lessons are perfect for tackling issues that pop up at home or in your neighborhood. Things like your dog going bonkers when the doorbell rings or leash pulling. But if your dog has the basics down and you want to practice their focus around other people and dogs, a group class is a fantastic option. So, what's the investment look like here in our area? Well, a typical round of puppy classes might run you somewhere between, say, $140 and $260. A single private lesson is often in that $100 to $175 range. And then for the really intensive options, like a multi-week board and train, you're looking at a much larger investment. Now, these are just ballpark figures for the Ashland City and Cheatham County area, but they should give you a good idea of what to expect.
Okay, finding the right trainer and learning the techniques, that's step one. But the real magic, the real progress, happens when you take everything you've learned and start using it out in the real world.
And the great news is you've got some fantastic local spots to practice. River Bluff Park is perfect for working on those leash skills when there are families and other activities around. The Cheatham County Rec Complex has some great walking areas for just general obedience practice. And the Cumberland River Bicentennial Trail, that's an excellent place to work on focus with all the sights and sounds of wildlife and other people on the trail.
At the end of the day, investing in good training is about so much more than just fixing a few problem behaviors. It's about building your dog's confidence, deepening that bond you share, and really just helping you both enjoy everything our amazing community has to offer. So we wish you the very best as you get started on this. Enjoy all the great adventures ahead with your fantastic dog.